Morning, Steve Ray in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Everything's a little bit lower overnight. I think there's some concern that the virus continues to spread, which could worsen economies and maybe lower global food demand. Got a lot of data right now to talk about. We've got export sales this morning, maybe 200,000 to 400,000 tons of wheat, 6 to maybe 1.8 million tons of corn. There was some corn last week sold both to China. And so we'll see if those numbers show up. Beans somewhere in the maybe 600,000 to 700,000 ton area, but the demand for beans is declining, and most of the beans that are going to China is heading towards out of Brazil. So domestically, we still see strong demand for meat, and we also see strong demand for wheat flour. And so I think that's has been supporting the meal and wheat market, but we have seen some little bit of profit taken and consolidation, maybe because of the spread. The trade is looking for 94 million corn acres in 2020 versus a little under 90 last year. Maybe bean acres at 85 versus 76 last year. We could see maybe a little bit more bean acres than corn number at the end of the day because of the big price difference between higher bean and lower corn prices. Wheat acres maybe 45 million versus 45.2 last year. As far as March 1 stocks, maybe a little over 8 billion in corn versus 8.6 last year. Around 2.2 billion in the beans versus 2.7 last year, and 1.4 in the wheat versus almost 1.6 last year. As far as weather is concerned, South America looks favorable for crops as we wind down the growing season and get into the harvest season. There's still ports are open. In Argentina, they mandated that anybody that works in the export trade chain does not have to follow the rules of isolation. And so I think, for the most part, Brazil and Argentina will see somewhat of a reduced but steady flow of grain to the ports for export. Russia made a rare announcement that next week all their workers nationwide will have a 1-week vacation to try to slow the spread of the virus there. As far as U.S. weather is concerned, the 6 to 10 day and the 8 to 14 day maps yesterday showed a little bit of a drier trend in that first maybe 2 weeks in April that might allow some plantings to get done. This morning maps are a little wetter, so there's going to be a pretty narrow window in that first week in April to try to get crops planted. So a little bit softer tone. We'll look at the export sales, we'll watch the weather, and we'll also watch any headlines there might be about the virus. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.